Alrighty guys, what is up? It's Rebel or Revelation Gaming, as you know me, back again here today with another video. And we're not just here in any video yet again, we are on the Pokecube hype train. So yeah, if you guys are excited for another Pokecube video, go ahead and smash that like button. And yeah, go ahead and also subscribe to the channel because I'm really trying to get to 500 subscribers before August. I don't really know if that's going to happen. I don't really think so because I haven't really uploaded that much. But we're going to see. We're going to try. Yeah, so in the last video, we went ahead and went over these Pokemon here. These are going to be all the Gen 8 Pokemon. That will be at the end of the video. There will be a card at the end of the video showing that video as well. So that's what we went over in the last video. It's already up on the channel. Go check it out if you have not. And the next video we're going to be doing is these Galarian forms here. I want to do these before I did the Gigantamax forms that I'm doing in today's video. But I'm going to be doing those in the next video. So go ahead and keep your eyes out for that. Definitely go ahead and subscribe yet again. We're really trying to hit that 500 subscriber mark. So please subscribe. It really means the world to me. And yeah, so for today's video, we're going to be checking out these Gigantamax Pokemon you see here right in front of you. And we're going to be targeting against like Lapras, Kingler, Eevee, Corviknight, Machamp, Toxtricity. All of these Pokemon in here can Gigantamax. I'm going to go ahead and quickly just put these in my party. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to showing these off in today's video for you guys. So, we're going to go ahead and start the video off here today with one of the mons that I probably like the most. Oh, don't really like the most, but I like it a lot. It's interesting, to say the least. Also, at the end of the video, guys, I'm also going to be showing you guys how you can get these in survival. So, I am going to be showing you guys that towards the end of the video. But let's go ahead and start off here with Lapras, which is one of the coolest looking mons in the mod currently. And yeah, let's just go ahead and take a quick look here. I love the particles that are spinning around it. They're really nicely animated. Its whole body is really nicely animated, especially from the original model. And it just looks really good in the mod. So I'm really glad that you can catch Gigantamax Lapras. Also, yeah, look at the shell in a little bit more detail. And it just had everything going for you. Also, it has a unique eye animation and mouth animation, which is really dope as well to see. That I'm really glad that the animations and models for the mod just keep improving with every single update. It's really awesome. But yeah, I am going to be heading up next. I could speak. Alright, we're going to be looking at Kingler next. So, this is Gigantamax Kingler, and yeah, he's a weird looking Pokemon. I really don't know how to feel about this Pokemon too much. I like him, but I don't like him. So it kind of goes in between both. I like Kingler as a Pokemon, but his Gigantamax form is very eh. You guys can see his walking animation there. He has the legs going up and down. Yeah, you can come here. Yeah, just come here, Kingler. Yeah, so he does have a unique walking animation, which is really cool to see. Now, quickly, just gonna have him sit for me. Alrighty then. He also has red eyes, which has some cool eye animations with them kind of blinking every now and then like that. It's really cool. Also this claw is freaking huge. It's really big, and I mean, I didn't really expect it to be small, obviously, because it's Kingler, but it's probably about the whole size of my butt, especially compared to this claw right here. That claw is huge. It is a freaking huge one, and can probably just crush you if you really wanted to. Also, his beard's kind of nice looking. It has a nice little flowing animation there. You could see. I don't know really why they gave him a beard, but he has one. So yeah, that's Kingler. Next up, we're going to be looking at Appletun, which is a Gigantamax form of Flapple and Appletun. So this is going to go ahead and be Appletun, which is really cool Gigantamax form. I really love this eye animation. It's so unique to this Pokemon, and it came out really nicely, I have to say, in my own opinion. It just came out really nicely. Also, you can see there he has a unique mouth animation. Quickly, just going to have him staying so he doesn't move around a lot. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we can also go ahead and look here at the honey, which has been really nicely textured, I have to say, for a Minecraft model. I think it really came out well. Here's the tail, as you can see. It's quite, normal, but long. And I think this mod just came out perfectly. He looks really good. And he fits in with the mod really well. And I really don't have any complaints with him whatsoever. I can't really say that there's anything wrong with him. He's actually probably one of the biggest Gigantamaxes you can see. Also, let me do a quick size comparison so you guys can actually see. Like, here's the size of me compared to him. Let me quickly turn up my FOV really fast so you guys can see that in, like, all of him. But yeah, this is about me compared to him. So he's about 6 to 7 or maybe even 5 of me, of Minecraft characters, just being stacked on each other. So he's a big guy. When you come across him in the wild, you're definitely gonna have to be really prepared for these mons, because these mons are just freaking huge. And we're quickly gonna turn this FOV back down to normal. If I could just get it here to be normal. Bob, there we go. Alright, so yeah, that's going to go ahead and be Appletun. So yeah, he was a really cool mod to look at, and I think he just looks excellent in the mod. I can't, wait to see what's that. I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video, actually. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this guy, Guzzlord, who randomly showed up. We're gonna be talking about him at the end of the video, so don't worry, guys. We're going to be talking about him. I'm gonna explain everything that just happened right there, and why he just kind of appeared out of nowhere. But for right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and clear all the Pokemon that are here. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on. So next up, we're going to be having Butterfree, which I was really happy when Butterfree got a Gigantamax form, because when Beedrill got a Mega and Butterfree didn't, I was really upset. I really wanted Butterfree to get some love along with Beedrill, and I still think that both of them together, I really think this should be actually Butterfree's Mega, because I think it looks better. But overall, yeah, Butterfree normally has a unique flying animation. For some reason, he's not flying, so I can't really show that off to you guys because it's not what he wants to do, but he's going to stay. You guys can see the wings in total right there a little bit, but these wings are really well animated. I think if anything is really, really good about Butterfree, it's just these wings. Although not too much about him has changed. They just made the antlers, maybe his eyes a little bit bigger, as well as a little cotton puff in the back, and then just gave him huge wings. I think that really, really works for a really good design for Butterfree. Quick, I'm sending him back out right there, so as you guys can tell. So I really do think this model came out great. And I think overall the Pokemon in itself and its Gigantamax form is just really awesome. So you guys can see there a little bit more in depth what the full wings look like without them clipping through the floor. Just beautiful. Just really big, really nicely animated. And I really wish I could show you guys this flying animation, but he does not want to do it. And I have a lot of stuff to go over, so we're gonna have to go ahead and skim past that. But yeah, that's Butterfree. He looks really, really, really good, and I'm really happy he's in the mod. Yeah. So it's pretty dope. Alright, so now, actually, we're going to be going on, and if he would return to his Pokeball, there you go. Alright, Corviknight is going to be the next Pokemon that comes out. And yeah, Corviknight looks just like he does in the normal Gen 8 model. If you guys want to see that, yet again, go check out the Gen 8 video, like I said. But his Gigantamax form, yes, he has these red wings. He has the little tripods on his wings that kind of like separate out normally whenever he attacks in Sword and Shield. Excuse me right there. But yeah, he has that. He's red. He looks like just a bigger Corviknight. It's a really dope. It's kind of a minimalistic design change for Gigantamax form, but overall, I still think it ended up coming out really, really well. And I definitely think this model rocks. I really like the tail as well on the model as well. It looks really, really good. So you guys can see him all throughout. And yet again, here's just another size comparison, so you guys can really just tell how big these Gigantamax forms are. This is just Corviknight alone. He's about 3 of me. Yeah, about 3 of me. And he's that tall compared to Appletun. So there are some that are taller than others, but he's still a big boy. He's still a really big mon, and I'm really happy to see that he has been added in the mod. Also, we can look at this unique eye animation that has that really nice little cut in it to make it look like a 3D effect, even though it's a 2D object on a 3D model, which is just really, really cool. And I just really love everything about this Pokemon here. I just think it's I just think it's great. I really am really impressed with what this mod has come and it's done. And yeah, also guys, sorry if I'm talking fast yet again, just have a lot to get done in a short amount of time. So next up, we're going to be checking out Gigantamax Eevee, which I want to go ahead and hurry up and comment on the fact that Gigantamax Pikachu is not currently in the mod. He is being added, so do not worry, but he will eventually be added into the mod as well as Eevee. But for right now, we have Eevee. I'm going to go ahead and look at it. I think the face animation on this mod is just incredible. Really, really, really good job on the devs' parts or whoever made this model. Just really cool. It has the nice ear animations kind of moving in between with the little ruffles on the head. I just think everything's really cool. Now, overall, as a Pokemon, I don't think Gigantamax Eevee is that really good looking in my opinion. I just think it's a bigger Eevee with more fluff. I kind of like Gigantamax Pikachu a little better because at least they tried to do a little bit something better with him and kind of make him reminiscent to Gen 1, but that's whatever. So next up, we're going to be looking at Gengar, which is probably my second favorite, or maybe even my favorite Gigantamax Pokemon that is in this, because one, he is massive. This is a really, really massive one. You guys could just check the scale compared to those buildings off in the background. He is massive. He's bigger than the buildings. Huge mouth wide open, has a full-blown tongue that moves whenever he moves, which is just so sick. Has the whole big old body. You can float inside his mouth, which I have to do to actually make him sit, which is very surprising. So trying to get this Pokemon is going to be really hard because you're going to just be chucking balls in his mouth, but that's a giggity moment. But we're not going to talk about that, alright? But we can go ahead here and look at that eye animation that's unique about him. We can look at the hands popping out through the ground, which is a really, really, really nice attention to detail, which yet again comes with the mod as well. And I just think, wow, it is just, it's really cool. You also have the inside of his mouth having a lot of detail, which is something that was probably not even necessary. They could have just had the mouth open, but they did it anyway, which is really helpful. He also has a tail sticking out of the ground, which yet again, another note to detail, which is just really, really, really great. You can also see the spikes on his back are like the whole size of me, so his spikes alone are as big as me. Here's his tongue, as you guys can tell, is so huge. I could literally walk on it and stay inside his mouth. He is just such a huge mon. And I just really, really, really dig this design. Even though, you know, Gengar gets a lot of love because he has a Mega and a Gigantamax, I really, really do just think he's just great. Also, you guys can tell just the huge size here because I just buffed up my FOV. On just how big this mon really is. He can eat like 8 of me and would just be fine. So he's really, really, really big. But it's really, really, really cool just to see him be like this. I just really, 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 really love it. Alright, so yeah, that's going to be Gengar. He's just such a dope-looking mon, and I freaking love this thing to death. This is probably my favorite Gigantamax that has been added in the mod. Alright, next up we're going to be moving on to Machamp, which was a Pokemon I wasn't expecting to get a Gigantamax form, but he got one, and yeah, it is very weird. I don't really know how to feel about the lava on the hands, or his fire hands, or his huge fist, or whatever. Overall, though, the Pokecube model looks great. It's very reminiscent of the original model in, of course, Sword and Shield, and I love it. I also love the attention and detail that they put on the fire itself that just has that. I also love the attention and detail on the belt and just on the head in general. I think everything about this, you can kind of see him from behind there. I think just everything about him is really, really, really cool and integrated well into Pokecube. Now, as a actual mon himself, yet again, you guys can see just how freaking tall this thing is. Also, I need to turn back my FOV, so I'm going to turn that back to normal really quickly. But you could just see how freaking massive this dude is. You could just see how literally big this man is. I could look up at him. Imagine seeing this in the wild, dude. I'd be terrified. Freaking terrified, man. This thing would mess you up. But yeah, he's overall, I don't really know how to feel about the mon. I think it's alright, I guess. I actually really enjoy the fact that he got a Gigantamax form instead of getting, you know, like a Mega. I think this actually kind of works a little bit better, in my opinion. But if this was his Mega, I would still be alright, but it's whatever. It's Machamp. So then next up, we're going to be looking at the boy himself, the one and the only Charizard, who has a unique flying animation, as you guys can see there. And he also has a unique walking animation, as you can see there, which is just something really, really, really cool. Now, this was originally the first and only Gen 1 mon that was going to probably end up getting a Gigantamax form. Now, Venusaur and Blastoise, which he also has a unique sitting animation, as you guys can see there. Sorry for getting off task. But Venusaur and Blastoise also have a Gigantamax form coming up. You guys can check out the flames here. I'm just going to give a little bit of emphasis on that. But yeah, Venusaur and Blastoise also have a Gigantamax form coming in the newest DLC, which is actually coming out in 4 days. So, yeah, 4 days of me recording this video anyway. But yeah, those are not currently in the mod, but I think they will be added eventually, so that's really cool. But also, you can check out this unique eye animation that Charizard has here. I think it kind of looks weird. I don't know. Something about the eyes really just kind of throws me off, but it's whatever, I guess. I mean, it's alright looking. And Charizard is starving, so this is not good. I'm going to quickly have to return him to the Pokeball really quickly. I'm going to go ahead and get some healing done on him and get him back in shape. But yeah, okay. And alrighty, guys, so we are back here. Sorry for that. That's probably gonna be a cut. But we're back with more Pokemon. We're gonna go ahead and check out Garbodor. First up, so yeah, I went ahead and grabbed him out of the PC really quickly. And yeah, this is Gigantamax Garbodor, which is probably yet again another one of my favorite Gigantamax forms that has been added. I just think it's a really, 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 really cool and just awesome idea of what they did with him and making him maybe a huge trash pile that just has buildings, vehicles, and just all this stuff in him. I think it was an excellent idea, and I think he's probably one of the best Gigantamax forms in my current opinion. Now, I do hate the fact that these are toys instead of being the real things, because I really think it'd be funny if they were like real boats or real cars or whatever, but I kind of get why Nintendo, or not really Nintendo, but, you know, Game Freak, Pokemon Company, why they didn't, you know, want to do that exactly. So yeah, his tail is also a train, which is really, really cool. I think that's something else that's really nice attention to detail. He has the building coming out of him, which is, you know, cool. And he has the flaps coming down from his head all the way down to the back, which, yet again, so it's a trash ball. He also has a Master Ball in him, which is kind of cool. Also, this little car here in the front. But he also has a Master Ball, which is actually the Pokecube model for a Master Ball, which is something that was really nice and, you know, good attention to detail, which I just think is just awesome. It's just really awesome. He also says unique eye animation, mouth animation, all that stuff. And yeah, he's just a really, really cool Pokemon. Garbodor really made a use of him with a Gigantamax form. Now, next up is probably one of the first Gigantamax forms that was actually shown to us, which is going to be Drednaw. Now, Drednaw is kind of interesting. It was a Pokemon. It was actually one of the first new Pokemon we saw besides Gossifleur in all them. So I don't really have a terrible opinion of this Mon. When it came down to Gen 8 or whatever. I think its Gigantamax form is alright, and I think overall as a whole the Pokemon is okay. I think its Gigantamax form is just It's very meh. It does have a unique eye and mouth animation, which is really, really cool. Yet again, really, really, really love those. Those always just help the model. And it looks big, it looks mean. You can really just tell this whole razor shell thing. And this thing is massive, yet again. Like I said, these Gigantamax Pokemon are really, really, really big. So definitely do be ready to fight them whenever you do see them in the wild. In survival, which yet again going to be explaining at the end of this video, so definitely stay tuned all the way to the end. Now next up we're going to be looking at Toxtricity, which is yet again a really rare mon to find in the first place, but to get its Gigantamax form is even rarer. So this is super rare, so if you do see it, do try to catch it on sight. But yeah, we can go ahead and look here at all of what he has to do. He's super neon, super bright, super dark at the same time. He's a mix of the low-key, high-key form, and he just looks great. Just really, 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 really cool looking mon with the 3 mohawks and everything going down his back. Just super dope looking. And honestly, just has a lot of utility as well, but he's super rare. So definitely pick him up if you do see him, because he's super rare. But overall, his design, I think he's dope. Yet again, if you want to really see get my opinion on Toxtricity, go ahead, go check out the Gen 8 video. I talk a lot more about him there instead. But yeah, Gigantamax, still really massive. Still really love that guitar. I think the guitar is probably the favorite part, especially since when he walks, he goes on his back, and then when he stands still, he carries it. It's just super, 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 super dope. And just, yeah, that's Toxtricity. So next up, we're going to have Sandaconda. And Sandaconda, yet again, is probably one of, yet again, my favorite Gigantamax forms, because I just love his whole concept of being a sand tornado, but as a snake. It's really, 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 really dope. He also has a unique moving animation, as you guys can see there. And I'll go ahead and have him stay really quickly. And yeah, I really love everything about this mon. The whole body, the way it curls up, it all looks natural. It fits within the mod, and it fits in Minecraft. And I really love the sandstorm just coming around the neck. The sandstorm coming around the neck just really sells it. Also his face, unique moving animations with not only the eyes, which the eyes look probably the best to me out of probably any Gigantamax form. Also the mouth, and his, has that kind of shotgun-like snout, which is kind of weird, but, cool. You can also fit inside the sandstorm, which is kind of cool. You can't really see anything. But yeah, it is moving, and you can go inside it. So yeah, Sandaconda, just a dope-looking mon. One of my favorites. Massive. You see this thing, can't even see its head from the ground, unless you're like kind of far off. So definitely do be careful around it, but, a dope mon. Just a straight-up dope mon. That it came out amazingly. It just freaking came out so freaking good. Alright, now we're gonna move on here. I just gotta quickly make him not stay so I can actually put him back in the ball. Yep, there we go. Alright, so next up we're going to be looking at not Eternatus, because I want to save him for last, because he's probably the biggest out of any of them. But we're gonna be looking at Duraludon. Now Duraludon is yet again a weird Pokemon. If you want to get my thoughts on that Pokemon as well, go check out the Gen 8 video. Duraludon's in that video. I really show more of my thoughts in the Gen 8 video, so go ahead, go check that out. It's up on the channel. But yeah, Duraludon does have Gigantamax form in game, and yeah, he looks like a building, and he really, really, really does look like a building. I'm quickly gonna have him stay. But he is massive. He's a massive, massive building, especially from the ground, bro. I could look up, and he looks like a skyscraper. He really, really, really does get that look that he's supposed to be going for, and he really does nail it really, really well here in the Pokecube mod. So we're going to go ahead and start off here, just by, yet again, me trying to fix that out so I can show you guys a size comparison, just so you guys can really see how big these things really are. Because these things are freaking huge compared to the player. They're super, super, super big. And yeah, they're just really, really cool to have in the mod. So yeah, we go ahead here and get a little bit more look of his tail. I really like the emphasis on the tail here to also look like a building. I think that really it starts to bring the aesthetic more together of what he's supposed to be, or what he's supposed to be designed after, which is really cool. Don't really know how to feel about these clamps on the feet yet again. I think they're kind of ugly, but yet again, it's and for the design. The hands, they look just like he does in his normal state. And also, we can go ahead and take a little close up here on his head. You can actually see there's a unique eye animation. No mouth animation, unfortunately, but hey, eye animation, there it is. It still has the kind of lighter style head, which is kind of weird. And just the super long tower neck, which just looks really, 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 really good. So that's going to be Duraludon, and next up we're going to be looking at the final Gigantamax Pokemon for this video, guys. This is going to be the biggest one, and it's probably the coolest looking one, and it's not just a Gigantamax form, it is an Eternatus form, if I remember correctly from the game. And yeah, that's going to be a Eternatus, which if you guys could just see, this thing is massive. Now, I thought Sandaconda was big, but this thing is freaking massive, my guys. You guys could just look down at the hands. This is also super rare. I can fit inside that thing's hand alone. The thing can just grab me up and just crush me with its just bare hand. And then you can also see on the inside here of its core kind of going on with the unique kind of spikes and swirls that go around it, which eventually turns into Eternatus the dragon, and the whole redness about it. It's just freaking massive. It could sometimes you look and it gets out. You could kind of see his tail also swirling around there at the top. But yeah, he's just super massive, super intimidating. And just wow, this thing was really well implemented, I have to say, if anything. Eternatus is just really good. Now, catching this thing is kind of hard because the hitbox on where you're supposed to throw your Pokeball is very slim. You're probably going to want to have a flyer or something so that you could actually chuck a ball at him from the sky, because I think that would just be better. And if you want to capture this thing, probably just use a Master Ball. Probably just get a Master Ball, because it's probably going to be the only way you could catch that thing. But yeah, that's going to be all of the Gigantamax Pokemon in this video. So yeah, we went ahead, looked at all of them. As you can see there, as quickly, I was going to put these in the PC. And yeah, so before we go ahead and end the video, guys, I gotta go ahead and I gotta show you guys how you can actually get these in survival for yourself. So if you guys want to know that, I'm about to go over it right now. It's pretty simple, doesn't take much at all to do, but you do need to be prepared when trying to capture these Pokemon. So we're gonna go ahead here, grab this Mirage spot, which if you guys saw earlier in the video, it did actually appear earlier in the video. But these are Mirage spots. Now, these Mirage spots are very special and unique to the Pokecube mod. Now, these Mirage spots will spawn randomly in the world, completely random heights, and completely random locations, and everything else. They're kind of common, I'm not going to lie. I went in a survival world, and I was just going through and finding them. As you guys can already tell, they actually spawn earlier in the video. You can actually see them spawn multiple times. They spawn quite commonly, so they're not even that hard to find. But these are the spots that actually spawn the Gigantamax Pokemon. Now, these Mirage spots actually spawn any Pokemon. They spawn any Pokemon at all between Generation 1 all the way to Generation 8. They can also spawn Megas. They can spawn Alolan forms. They can spawn anything. As you can see right there, Gigantamax Drednaw just spawned. So, also Gigantamax Appletun. But, yeah, he literally just spawned from that. As you can tell, my game's kind of lagging as well because so many Pokemon are spawning in at once. But, yeah, I mean, there we go. Another Mirage spot literally just spawned, and I didn't even place that one. So these are quite common. All you need to do is just stand next to them and wait a few seconds. Once you wait those few seconds, a completely random Pokemon will pop out, which also helps you because, hey, you can get a cool Pokemon like a starter, just like you saw Typhlosion there, or you could get a huge Gigantamax Pokemon that comes out of it like Drednaw. So just be prepared to catch anything whenever you're near these things, and you could just use these to hunt down and catch Gigantamax Pokemon. The only Pokemon I have seen that have not spawned from these currently are Legendaries and Mythicals. I do believe that those are not going to appear in power spots, so again, look out for my Legendary and Mythical video that is coming for this mod, because there's a bunch of new updates and stuff that have actually happened with that as well. But yeah, that's how you get Gigantamax Pokemon, and really just any Pokemon in the game, is just go hunting for Mirage spots. So just grab your Pokeballs, grab some armor, make sure you're ready and prepared. And yeah, that's really all you need to do to be able to catch these Gigantamax Pokemon. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed the video. I know I was talking fast. I know you guys want me to slow down a lot, but I had a lot of information, and I don't want you guys to be sitting here for, who knows, 40, 50 minutes. Excuse me yet again. But yeah, I just want to show you guys quickly all these Gigantamax Pokemon, because they were just recently added into the mod, and they're really exciting to see. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me, guys. Hope you all really enjoyed the video. Go ahead, like it. Gotta smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. That is the biggest thing for me right now. I really want to get to 500 subscribers before August. It would really mean the world to me. So yeah, please do that. And yeah, it's Revelation Gaming. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.